welcome to the channel. I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Kyle.
Yeah. Well, you've already clicked on the thumbnail because you've wanted to see Sisters versus Tyranids. So, quick one. We are playing Priority Targets. It's a take and hold mission from the 2021 mission pack.
Yes.
So, I would normally say let's go see the armies, but just a reminder, we do have a giveaway. £10 vouchers. This is UK only, unfortunately. So all you Americans, Australians, Germans, French, Russians, the rest of the world that do watch our. We know you watch.
We can see you.
Yeah, well, we can see in the algorithm. Yeah, basically, we're doing the £10 giveaway. Put down your favourite wargaming moment down in the comments below, and if it entertains us. Like, you already have your favourite. You've kind of almost picked your winner.
You need to really bring it to beat my favourite so far. But the fair cheer, the
a lot of them are amazing.
Yeah,
like,
some of them have really been really good. So massively appreciate to everyone that's bothered with typing a little bit of an essay, some of them, but they aren't, but honestly, they've been really good. So yeah, so bring your best stories. Yeah. Entertain me.
Yeah, entertain me for £10. Yeah. So there is a 3 up for grabs, guys, and you never know. We might actually, if there's like another awesome one, we might throw in a 4th. Yeah, and we'll do that one. So yeah, put them down. Remember, guys, if this is your first time here, or maybe you've watched us before and you're not subscribed, why not? Subscribe. There is a button right here. It's free, after all. It doesn't cost you a penny. Last time I said that, it worked. We had several subscribers. Hey! So, yeah. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers so we can get that community page, so we can bring, the giveaway updates to you, not in video format, and as a community post, which would be fantastic.
It certainly would, yeah.
But that's enough rambling. Let's go see those armies.
Welcome to the Sisters of Battle 1500 point list. Today I have gone for Bloody Rose. Due to the fact I'll be in combat, I think the extra bit of help will be massively beneficial for me. Today, the Warlord, as always, as we call her, Anti-Vahl. No need to go through how amazing she is because everyone knows already. But she is an absolute boss. I love her. If you haven't seen the AdMech video, go check it out. It was a very good one. So she's the Warlord today. In addition to the channel, a Canoness. I've upgraded her with the Saint in the Making, so better 1 CP, and I've given her Indomitable Belief, which basically helps out the Shield of Faith, so it gives them the 5 up invuln rather than a 6, which is very good. She has got an Inferno pistol and the Blessed Blade as well, making her a little bit more fighty in combat. Going over to the troop, I have a 10-man unit of sisters here. She has got a combi melter bolter and a power sword, and I've got a heavy bolter in there. All the rest of them are regular bolt sisters. There's nothing special there. And then flipping over, I have 2 5-man squads. The one on the right is just regular bolters, nothing special to announce. And then this one here, she has got a power sword and I've got a heavy flamer in there. So that is that for the troop. Pretty straightforward. Into the elite, I've got 7 Arcoflagellants, just because I can only fit 7 with the points I've got going on. And I have upgraded the boss to be an Enduring Implants, so he's a little bit more punchy. Last game, I thought they were fantastic. I was very surprised how good they turned out, so I'm just loving them, really. Going over to the Dogmata, a new addition to the channel. She is basically the one that sings songs and gets everyone really happy for her war. So she also has the, I can't even pronounce it, the Righteous Smiting chant. So apologies on that. Again, giving them a little bit more edge in combat. And then rounding off the elites, I have gone for the Paragon Warsuits. Why the hell not? Giving them the sword and the heavy bolters and storm bolters in the top there. Again, with the amount of firepower they can pump out, especially with Val's rerolls and whatnot, I should be able to take out quite a few nids in the process. Going over to the heavy support, I've got 2 Exorcists with Exorcist missile launchers. These are fantastic, still are, and regards to the sheer output with them, I feel like I need it against some of these bugs in this game. And then rounding off, a new addition again. The Mortifier, I've upgraded it to be the sarcophagus version, so she's a little bit more tough to handle. She's got the flail and heavy flamers, very anti-tank. With this edition, I absolutely love Penitent Engines just because they can charge after advancing, so I feel like you may see them appear in a few months' time. And then rounding off, I have gone for the cheeky little Rhino, again to carry some of these guys along the battlefield, hopefully helping me out along the way. My secondaries today are Assassination. I feel like I'm going to go for his big bugs, why not get the points for it, and aboard the Witch as well, so it's a double whammy. So looking at 6 points, 7 for the Warlord if I get rid of him, which I think is pretty tasty in my opinion. And then I've gone for Defend the Shrine, which is a Sisters of Battle specific one. I do believe Jimmy picks a objective, not in his deployment, I do believe. And if I hold it, I get the points. So, because the board is very condensed and, let's face it, it's going to be a bit of a bloodbath, I'm going to be on these objectives in the middle. So hopefully it will bode very well. Massively looking forward to Bloody Rose. I feel like with these power swords everywhere, I can pierce some of them hides of these nasty little bugs. So we shall go over to Jimmy and see what his Hive Fleet is today.
Here is my 1,500 points of Tyranids. So, we are moving on to my Warlord. He is the Hive Tyrant with wings. He has Synaptic Law, the Kraken power. Oh, by the way, I'm playing Kraken. The Horror and Smite, I've given him the Stranglethorn Cannon, and I've upgraded it to Relic, the Venom Thorn Parasite, giving him max shots on his weapon. Moving over, I have the Swarm Lord, giving him Onslaught, Sidekick, Scream, and then he has Smite as default. My last HQ is my Brood Lord, and I've given him the Renaissance Barb, or the Renaissance Barb, as I think I called it in one of the last battle reports, so that's what it is on this channel. He has Paroxysm and Smite. Then moving over to my troops, I have 10 Hormagaunts, because of points mainly. I have a 3-man squad of warriors with Death Spitters and Lash Whip and Bone Swords. I have 15 Genestealers. And again, I have 3 more warriors. 2 of them with Death Spitters, 1 of them with a Venom Cannon, all with Lash Whip and Bone Swords. Then we move over to my elite slot, and I have some Hive Guard with the Impaler Cannon, and I've given them the Adaptive Physiology, the Enhanced Resistance, meaning AP -1 and -2 weapons. Baba against them, basically. They go back down to 0. And then, I believe, finally, I have my Tyrannofex, given him an Adaptive Physiology as well, and I've given him the Ferocious Ammunition, which does mortal wounds if he causes a model to die. So, you know, the Paragon Warsuits might be taking a couple of mortal wounds. So that is my 1,500 points of Kraken. Going into my secondaries, I'm going for Engage on all fronts, Priority Targets, and Assassination. Engage on all fronts because I have the model count, so I should be able to get there. Priority Targets, I feel like if I can just bed down, score them points, that'll be very nice. And because I want to kill his characters, I want to assassinate them. So that is my army for today. Let's move on to the roll-off.
So, here we are in this alien-planted, infested, deserty sort of world. The Nids have definitely put spores down and grown some rather interesting looking plants. Obviously, the deployment is diagonal, so it's a little bit of a mix-up, which I rather like. So with this mission, you get to move the objectives 6 inch horizontally, attacker to defender to attacker again. They have all been moved. Stretch amount of 3 has moved further up to this objective here. Number 2 has moved further down here, so I am within 3 inch of the sisters hiding in the ruins, which is good stuff for me. This one slightly moved, just so that it's a little bit less of a potential to get shot from this angle down the bottom here. And then this one has, by myself, moved further into the middle, which is lovely jubbly on my behalf. Again, objective 1 hidden around this little shrubbery cannot be moved, so that is staying put. Jimmy and me in private pick a objective in our deployment, and potentially, because Jimmy's using the secondary, can score 5 if he holds it. So Jimmy has selected this one. So if he holds this, he gets 3 points a turn. But if he holds this and number 2, he gets 5 a turn. So that is my priority target, and that's Jimmy's. Just a recap, just a bit of housekeeping. I didn't say in my list, but I am using the Agnes of the Emperor as my sacred right, which gives me a 5-up, sort of deny the witch, which I think, as rightly put, regards to how much psychic is on the board, I think it's quite vital. So that could potentially save me down the line. I think that's everything, really, with regards to terrain. Everything that's shooting through the plants is dense cover. And then, obviously, area terrain. So these guys are the only ones really benefiting from that for now. And again, if you can't see through, you can't shoot. That's literally pretty much it. I think the only thing Jimmy has to do is, once we get the game started, is pick the secondary objective for me. So defend the shrine is all about, I have to anchor down on one of the objectives that is not in his deployment zone. So it's probably looking at one of these over here. So that is that. That is everything. We'll go to the roll-off. So just before the roll-off, we used this initially as the 6 and that as the 1, which you think is probably right, but apparently we were playing it wrong. So from now on, this is the 6 and the Inquisitor side is the 1. I'll try to remember. I'll probably get it wrong. Good luck.
Ah.
May the God Emperor bless you.
Yes, and my niddy goodness.
Niddy goodness.
My niddy goodness! Gives me a 5.
For 3. Looks like you are going first.
So, end of my command, movement and psychic phase. Everything in my army, well, up this top corner they didn't advance because they didn't need to. But these guys advanced, so that unit 5, Broodlord 5, the other one 6, Swarmlord 4, and these guys 6. In my psychic phase, I did a smite with this guy, taking 3 wounds off of the Rhino. I did a super smite with the Broodlord onto the Rhino because he can just see him through that gap. And I got a super smite and took 5 wounds off, so I did 8 in total. And then I did Psychic Scream with the Swarmlord, and unfortunately, you managed to deny it with your shenanigans. Yes?
My sacred rights.
Yeah. So, I think that's about it for my movement. I am going to go into the shooting phase. I have hopefully going to pop this Rhino and then have some cheeky genestealers with a Hive command ability get up and mincemeat them. So we will be moving on to the shooting phase. I will pass the camera over to Mr. Kyle and we'll be back in a moment.
Warriors now into the Rhino, trying to destroy this Rhino good and proper. So, because it's going through dense cover with the foliage over there, it is hitting on 5s, wounding on 5s.
Advanced as well, but plus and minuses, it can only be 5.
True.
So it doesn't really make a difference. So, hitting on 5s. Reroll that card.
For a 1.
For a 1, so that was pointless. I just I got 1.
Right.
And then a 5. Hey! So, save at -1.
Looking for 4, and I get a 5. He is fine.
Cool. I will take the 6 shots from my Stronghold Thorn Cannon.
Okie dokie.
I believe I'll be hitting on 4s. I'm wounding you on 4s.
Correct.
Because it is -1 to you. Let's move these out of the way. 4s.
Hey.
And then
4s.
4s again. 2. -1 I think it is, but it's flat 2 damage. So if you fail one of these, you don't die.
And I pass them both. Get a 4 and a 6. It is not a 1, it is a 6. Next up, the Hive Guard. Due to their move, they can only hit on a 4.
So, aiming for that Rhino.
Okie dokie.
Hitting on 4s.
4, yeah. 3s. Oh, it's strength 8, I'm guessing.
Oh god. Yep. 1 at -2. That's a 1.
D3.
Yep. I will burn a CP for this because I need to blow that guy up. For a 2. Does it explode?
I don't know, does it? Yes.
It does.
It means
I don't think anything's in range.
their way out. So I'll roll to see who survives and who doesn't, and then we'll be right back, guys. So you may wonder why these have moved up, but the Hive command ability has been acted on Swarmy, making them move again. So I think it's a 3 or a 4. I think a 3 to get into the Arcos in the charge phase. But Jimmy has burnt 2 CP to do total annihilation from the Hive.
Single-minded annihilation.
What's total? Am I just making that
Total Annihilation, the video game from like the 1990s or something.
Okay, so we're not playing that game, we're playing 40k 9th edition. So we burn 2 CP regardless to shoot everything again into the Paragon Warsuits.
Yeah,
so
I feel like if I can weaken one or kill one.
4s.
Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. And then be 3s, I believe.
Yeah.
2 -2, so 4 saves.
Yeah. I will burn CP to reroll this. It goes for so you can't kill one, which is good news for me. So what damage you get though?
3.
So down to 2. Lovely stuff. As we said, the genestealers are charging into the Arcoflagellants. He would love to charge the Dogmata, but due to being surrounded by the flagellants, she cannot be targeted. So, needing a 3. Good luck, God bless, and all that good stuff.
A 7. That should do.
Absolutely.
Should
right.
surround them nicely.
Very, very good. 60 attacks into the Arcoflagellants. Jimmy has his dice and see what he can do.
Yes, so this is the first 30, hitting on 3s.
And now the next 13, move that out of the way.
So yeah, 18 from the first lot, and now the second.
35 wounds onto the Arcos. So
yeah, 4s to wound, if I'm right in thinking.
you are indeed.
So I want at least 20 here. At least.
Whoa.
So 18 wounds went through. So if you'd like to roll your 5-up
Strokes, yeah. Imagine me with 30 dice like this, with my little tiny hands. I've no chance. Yeah! Right, so Dave survived. That was a 6. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll roll that one again. 9. So 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead, and 1 wound.
That's That's not what I wanted, Sharpie. I wanted one left on 1 wound, or them all dead. The Arcoflagellants to attack now. We will be coming right up. Some disgusting behaviour is about to go on now. Some extremist trigger words?
Yeah.
So a stratagem has been deployed. Would you like to tell the ladies and gentlemen what that stratagem is?
So, the extremist trigger word gives me 3 attacks per attack I get. With the weapons, they get basically they get 6 attacks base. The boss, because I've upgraded him, has 9 attacks because it's 3 times by 3, strength 6. But then the downfall is if I roll a 1 at the end of the fight, the head blows off. So we'll start with the normal geezers. So because you charge me, I get to reroll all hits because there's a Z-log. So 4's rerolling. All hit. 3's. 5 at your invulnerable save, sir. Unless you want to roll it. Shall I just roll? They're all the same.
Yeah. 5.
So, and then the main guy, he has 9 attacks, hitting on 4's. Fail.
His head explodes.
So that's 7, 3's. Not as good. 4.
Well, at least he died.
No, it's at the end. It's like a roll of dice.
I thought it was...
It's like Monte Walker's
Okay. Cool. I will quickly grab my dice and be back.
Let's do this.
5 up invulns. I need 4 of them here at least. Oh, that's entire...
Very, very bad.
Yep, that's not good.
And with that, the masses have been decreased. The one is represented on to this guy here because that's the main boss. So end of the phase, no more fights are happening. I roll to see if they're hedge blow basically, and they are well and truly still in the fight. Very good. That is fighting done. Jimmy can come to his recap, see what madness and points he has scored. And then it is on to the sister.
I may fight again. I'm just having a little thing.
Well, I'm sure I re-roll, but I'm still taking them ones.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Because I'd do it at the end of the phase as well. So, let me have a think.
Okay.
I might do it.
Jimmy is burning 3 CP to fight again. We are going to keep the roll I did for the head blowing off because, well, it should be the end and, well, hey-ho. But I feel like they're probably going to meet their match now. So, how many attacks? 18?
18.
Very good.
So, hitting on 3s.
Averaging a lot better than last time.
Yep. Winding it out on 4s. 4, 6.
Ooh.
2, 4, 6, yeah.
Okay. 6. So, let's see what I can do. Nope. That is enough to wipe the squad.
The Dogmart are now attacking the genestealers using her Chaplet of Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Her Relic, whatever it is.
Yeah, so basically, I get quite a few buffs with her, but the main one for right now is the reroll hits. So she gets 3 attacks, sitting on 3s, rerolling. Very good. Freeze, because she's strength 5, I think. Very good. 3, you're vulnerable save.
Very good, Davis.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3. We survived. The sacrifice and the 3 CP was worth it. We will be back in my wrap-up. So, the end of my turn 1. And what a turn it was as well, managing to kill the Arcoflagellants and that Rhino up here. I do have engage on all fronts for 2 currently, 2 points, and my priority target up in that top corner for another 3. So I'm currently on 5 to Kyle 0. I think that's about it. This turn, I have a feeling will hurt, and I've got a feeling that big blob of sisters up there are going to make their way round to my little guys over here and going to wreck face. Probably in turn 2, maybe not their first turn, but I know I'm probably going to lose that flank, and I do have my priority target up there, unfortunately. Yeah, I think that is about it. Let's move over. Sisters of Battle. Turn 1.
Ooh la la! Sisters, turn 1. That smite was just epic, and I really wish we filmed it, but I'm just going to take a word for it. So, these sisters have moved around from the rock face, helping the lone Dogma. She also has emitted her war chant, the Psalm of Righteous Smiting, which basically means she can double tap fighting. Yeah, that's right. Fighting twice.
What? That's outrageous. I don't believe you. I need to see this rule.
And not for free CP either.
Disgusting. Disgusting. Who took a shit and there's not flush? Disgusting.
Americans are like, what? Anyway, so the exorcists and the sisters have stayed put. I feel like right now it's biding their time to do what needs to be done. The Mortifier has moved up, eyeing up these genestealers, and hopefully with a cheeky little charge as well. Over here is where all the action is. All the sisters have shuffled round, eyeing up this flank here. Pretty much everything can see, and with all the reroll bubbles, you'd expect some damage to get put into these orange little maggots. The Anti-Vahl has put on her reroll all hits and wounds onto the Paragon Warsuits, and her aura in a sense is reroll ones to hit and to wound as well. So pretty much a nice little bubble going off here. Hopefully that pays off. I think that's everything. What we didn't mention, I think in my initial wrap up, is my Sacred Ground secondary. So Jimmy does pick it. He did pick it pre-game, but we just never mentioned it. And it is objective number 3. So I score 3 every turn holding it, pretty much like what he's doing down this section here. But how weak this flank is and compared to what he's got, I'm not sure I'm going to get anytime soon. So the shooting needs to be a very good one to punch back a little bit, especially losing that Rhino. The sisters are infuriated. See what they can do in the shooting phase.
Shooting off camera here, 2 wounds down on the Swarmlord via the Exorcist. What was the stratagem called?
Suffer Not the Witch.
Yes.
So it gives me +1 to hit Psychers. If it's a character on my behalf, I get +1 to wound as well.
Okay.
So these would be pretty sweet against them. But it is not a character. So bolters, like I said, have shot, so it is now the Exorcist missiles. So this is how many shots I get. So 5.
Cool.
Hitting on 3s. All hit. Wounded on 3s. Tough a 7 at you.
Yeah, please.
Drop 2. I will change that to a 3 with my miracle dice.
Okay.
So
no, you pick miracle dice. You did it wrong last time.
Yeah, last time. Right, so just do 3. Do 3.
3. I am looking for 4s here. Pass 2, failed 1. I will burn a CP.
Okay.
And I am fine.
Okay.
Can't be letting you take any more wounds off my precious little Swarmlord. Second Exorcist?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. We'll be back then in a moment. Little pain engine man now running over to...
Man?
Yeah, it's a little man. It's a man trapped in that.
How dare you?
I assumed their gender. Anyway.
Naughty. Right, so 2 heavy flamers, or what they're called now, Sister Flamers. Sister Flamer. 4, 6.
Very good.
Very good. That is. I believe it's freeze to wound. That is 3. 3 vulnerable saves there.
3 5 ups. Come on. That's 1 dead, that's 2 dead, that's 3 dead! 3 genestealers have died. Anti-Vahl now shooting into the genestealers with her rockets. Because of the blast keyword, she's getting all her shots dirty. Absolutely dirty.
Dropping 2.
Oh dear.
Yeah, this is the main bit though. Force to wound. Drop. And drop. So 2, 4, 6, 8 invulnerable saves on the genestealers there.
Cool. So 8 required. Past 2, past 3, past 4, past 5. Only 3 are killed. Anti-Vahl now shooting her Fiddless heavy bolter into the Hive Guard. But we've decided to call Fiddlers Phyllis.
Yeah.
Phyllis is coming round for tea. Go on then.
Bit of spot bingo beforehand. Right.
Yeah.
All hit. Freeze to wound, it's from 6. Drops 1.
Damage. Oh no, minus
1. So you do 3 up armor saves. Damage 2 though.
Fine. Hang on, I'll double check that they're 3 ups. Are they 3 ups? Or are they 4 ups?
Ooh, double check actually.
Let me double check. Paragon War suits shooting everything into his Hive Guard. Yeah. Heavy bolters hitting on 3s.
Rerolling all failed hits. All hits.
Winning on 4s.
Rerolling all failed wounds.
That's disgusting.
All wound.
I'll grab my dice then. That'll be nice.
3 up armor save due to the cover here. So looking for freeze where we're going here. You can't. You've already done it for a swarm lord.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? So that's 2, that's 1 dead, and that's the second 1 dead.
Very, very good.
12 storm bolter shots going into him now.
Roll.
10 hits going into the wounds. Solid, isn't it? Apart from 1.
Five.
I've been feeling a lot more confident.
So 5 moves through, 3 up required. 1 wound remaining.
1 wound remaining. Devastating refrain has been put on this exorcist. It's already fired its heavy bolters into here, killing 1 and putting 1 down to 1 wound because I failed all my armor saves, and now his missile launcher is going into the Swarm Lord.
Yeah, I mean, I could have shot through at -1, hitting on 4s. The shooting's been okay. That on 1 wound is really annoying, but Jimmy's luck with always like a 1 guy with 1 wound is so frustrating. I'd rather hit on 3s, be a bit more consistent, and take Swarmy down a few notches. If you could kill him, brilliant, but let's not get carried away. Right, see how many shots I get. 4. I'll re-roll that. Same again, so 5. Hit on 3s. Not what I needed. And then wounded on 3s. Just 2 this time.
2 4-ups. It's failed 1. Damage.
D6. Oh, yeah, it's D6 I think. Yes. Didn't know if it was D6 plus or...
For 1. And you can't re-roll that one, sunshine. Going into the charge phase now, these sisters are going to go into the genestealers. This mortifier engine is going into the Broodlord, and the suits are going to attempt to get round and into the gaunts. I believe they need a 9 or a 10. I've forgotten which one it is.
Yeah, we'll measure up, but obviously
Yeah.
here.
So if you like to roll for that one, I think you might get in here. Oh, look at that, he failed.
Yeah.
Mortifier engine, I think because you're going through cover, or through dense cover, it's -2.
Yeah, I think it would be the same in the sense of, you know, like, I think that's probably further charge in a sense. I think it's 8 in general.
So 10.
it's a wild card, but you can't exactly shoot me. No.
And then finally, I believe it's 10 on the Paragon lawsuits because she did measure it up beforehand.
I'm fairly sure. Yeah, 10. Yeah, I'm going to reroll it.
Nope.
Nope.
So that is the Sisters. Turn 1 over. Oh no, wait a sec. We do have genestealers in. Genestealers.
They're charging Nugget.
Oh, what? They did, didn't they? I joked that they failed, and I believed my own joke. Right, guys, we'll be back in a moment. Sisters now attacking the genestealers, hitting on 3 though.
Yeah. 3.
Wounding on. I think it'll be 5, is it not? Toughness,
Yeah, it will be. 2.
1?
Oh yeah. Again, I'm getting confused.
Inquisition, and he is fine.
And then it's 3 for the
Power sword lady.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s, wounding on the 5s.
I think it might be 4 because it makes no odds anyway.
Yeah.
Cool, you attack.
Cool. Genestealers going into the Dogmata. I will quickly get my dice.
Genestealers to go into the Sisters.
Here we go. Hitting on 3s. Oh no, the Sisters into the Dogmata. Jesus Christ, how many 2s did I roll? That's not good. And then wounding on 4s, any 6s, is -4 AP. Roll that horrible one. 1, 2, 3. Jesus.
4 up saves required. Failing 3.
Dogmata now attacking, hitting on 3s, rerolling.
All hit.
Wounding on 3s, reroll.
No, rerolling.
Okay.
Just hits.
Oh, okay.
1.
I get confused with that Inquisition sign. Inquisition! And he's fine. The Inquisition is not inquiring enough.
Because that's the end of the fight, I get to attack again because of her
That's
prayer.
disgusting. All of them? 2. And this is where I roll a 5 and a 6. You lose your lid. I go home laughing. No, I die. No!
And that is turn 1 done. A hell of a lot of CP burnt for a very little reward. Especially as Exorcist burning a hell of a lot to take up 1 wound of Swarm Lord is not very good. These should be really doing a lot more damage than this, so I'm very frustrated with that, but that is the game. Again, 1 wound left on him. There's a recurrence in these games against Jimmy, but that is that. Scoring 0 on any of it. Assassinate aboard the Witch, and obviously the Shrine is there, and I'm nowhere near. Locked in combat over there, which is not ideal, and these guys not charging. Well, any of the guys, mainly these guys, charging means Jimmy is free to do a lot more shooting, especially with this geezer here. Not much to say. Really wish I hit back a lot harder than his turn 1. I'm going to feel this because now he is free to do what he needs to do. But it is Tyranids turn 2.
Movement, command phase, I gained a CP. So I've gone back up to 4. Movement, these guys have just moved up forward. This guy has moved forward. There is a reason why he has lost a wound, and I think some of you can understand that now. The Swarm Lord has moved up and advanced here, and I have put Onslaught onto him. Genestealers are conga lining. We have measured this. There is an inch apart between them, so if anybody mentions that in the comments, go screw yourself, because you're not here, you have not measured it. I have, and he is 1.5 inches away. These guys have remained stationary. Now we move on to the psychic phase, and what has happened has the Broodlord has smited, or smotted, or smoted, the schmitted, the schmooted, the Mortifier. I forgot the name of it then. He tried smiting it as well, didn't do anything. This guy here did a super smite onto these sisters, killing 3 of them, but doing a perils himself, and I rolled a 3 on the D3. That is about everything so far. A sort of shooting phase is going to appear now. Don't know how much we'll film. We'll definitely film the big guy over there. Maybe this geezer here. And then we'll do all other smaller things off camera. So guys, we'll be back in a moment.
Starting the shooting phase with this Hive Tyrant into this Exorcist over here. So,
hitting you on 3s. Typical rolling for today. And then wounding you on, I think it's 4s.
yes. Typical. Another roll.
Hey, 2 minus 1, so.
Okie dokie. 1 goes through.
2 damage.
Okay. 2 off the Exorcist. The warriors holding objective 3 shot 2 shot into this penitent mortifier. Even I should know this. The mortifier managing to save itself. Next up is the lone 1 wounded Hive guard. He's going to shoot all his shots into the Paragon Warsuits now.
Yeah. So hitting on 3s. That's it. Wounding on 3s. No. -2, sir. So 4 up save, and you'll pass this. No. It's D3, so I might fail this. No, 3. So 1 is destroyed.
The acid spray now into, I'm assuming, the Paragon Warsuits.
Yes. I will do Pathological Slime for 2 CP to increase my damage by 1, because if I do a second shot with him, that will stay in play against old Valerino. If I'm able to kill them, that is. Tactics, ladies and gentlemen. Tactics. So, 2d6 for 4. Great. Well, I'm not going to kill them, so that was a waste of 2 CP. Wounding you on 3s. So 4 at -1.
Got far there. Failing 1.
So it's D3 plus 1. Yeah. So 1, so 2.
Down to 1.
Down to
That's maths.
Second load going into him now. There we go. Please get higher than a 4. 6. No, I'm not gonna. 6 will do. 6 3s. Come on now. Why, man? So again, 4 more, and the attack's him. 2. I can kill. I'll roll them 1 at a time because I can kill that one if I roll a 6 or a 5. Nope, and then it doesn't matter. There we go. Now it's dead.
So, with these moving forward with Swarm Lord's ability, these are going to charge the sisters. The Swarm Lord and Brood Lord into the Mortifier. Anything else?
Yeah, this guy's going to go into them 2 sisters.
Yeah. Just out of there then.
Yeah, needing about a 1 to get in. Luckily, I rolled a 4. Have I picked up the 2 same dice again? Starting now with the Swarm Lord going in. Would you like to Overwatch with your Flamers? No. Needing, I'd say about a 5, maybe a 6, but we'll measure it. He's rolled a 4.
That's not going to get him in.
I'm going to have to burn a CP.
I mean, roll that just in case, but as long as you.
There we go. Yeah, now he's in. And then the Broodlord, he's well and truly in. And then the genestealers, I'm going to try and tag the back of the sister squad so that they're whole. You'll probably be able to roll clean at me with the Canoness anyway. Yeah, they're in on the floor.
Starting now with the genestealers into the sisters.
Hitting on 2 because I'm within 6 inches of the Broodlord. And then requiring 3s for a -1 and 6s go straight through your armor, but you get your 6 with them. So 1 going straight through. Get rid of all these 2s. This one. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 4 up saves. 9 4 up saves coming, and then 1 6 up. Thingy.
5 dead, and then
That's 6 up.
5 because of nothing, wasn't it?
So many is that?
6 dead.
6 dead. Cool.
Next up, the Mortifier getting attacks from the Broodlord.
Hit on 2s. Winding you on 4s though, because we're strength 5 and toughness 5. I'll reroll that one. So 2 at -3, so you got a 6 up.
Roll again. Nope. Damage.
3 for 3. You don't have any negates, do you? Or feel my pain?
Yeah, I have 5 up, feel my pain. Makes no odds anyway. 1 wound left on the Mortifier.
I'll just look up.
Next up, Swarmlord to finish the job the Broodlord couldn't.
Here we go. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s.
Does he mortal wound someone on a 6 or something?
I think he does, yeah. Fallen servers.
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily. I need to roll. I think I just have to roll feel my pains.
Each time a wound of a 6 roll, yeah, suffers a mortal wound.
Well, I'll just roll these now rather than wasting time rolling my million dice. And he's dead. Mortifier has an ability called the Anguish of the Redeemed. So basically, on a 4 up, I do believe, gets to attack again. And I get a 4. I'll just recheck how the wording is, but I'm pretty sure he fights, so I will leave him there. And moving on to the next fight. Yeah, read it right. The Mortifier gets to attack before he dies. Next up, the Winged High Tyrant.
Hitting on 2s. Wounding you on 2s. 2 go through, so it'll be a -3, so it'll be a 6 opinions.
Nope. Squad is white.
Dogmata now attacking the genestealers. Hitting on 3s.
Yeah, re-rolling. 3s.
2. How many have we got there? 4. 1 survived, 1 died.
The Dogmata now is getting hit with the Genestealer's claws. See if it can do the damage.
Hitting on 3s. Oh god.
All you need is 1 more.
Wounding you on 3s. 3. No minus AP, so it's only -1.
Nope. Well and truly dead. Due to her relic, she gets to fight again, so obviously I get to at least do some little bit of damage. These Genestealers have been a thorn in my side from day 1, so if I can kill them, that would be brilliant. So I'll get a dice for both these, and then I'll obviously do the sisters and see if they can do anything against these Genestealers. We'll do this all off camera real quickly, just to see, because nothing major is going to happen, and we'll get into probably Jimmy's wrap up. Due to her relic, she gets to do an epic deed stratagem for 0 points. So I've done martyred. So once obviously a character gets killed, I get a miracle dice and I get an additional one for free, which is alright. The problem with that is I rolled 2 1s. Great for morale. But look at the averaging. That just kind of sums up my role in this game. So now she's no more, and Jimmy scores some cheeky points for Assassinate.
What a second turn for the Tyranids. Well, off camera we've been speaking that this might be either an early concede or the greatest comeback of all time. Like, you think the New England Patriots against the Atlanta Falcons, when they were like 24 points down, was a good comeback. This might be the ultimate comeback. So keep watching, folks. Recap. So, I scored 15 for the primary. I scored 3 for my priority targets. I'm in all table quarters, meaning I'm scored 3 for engage on all fronts. Not to mention, I assassinated the Dogmata, who turned around and retwatted me in the face. And then got 2 1s on a die, meaning that... Oh yeah, you need to burn one of them dice just to keep the sisters around. Otherwise they're definitely running.
Yes.
So the Dogmata did what she needed to do. She inspired the women across the board to stay put. Yeah, I've scored 24 this turn. Unbelievable. I think that's the max I can score. I could probably, if I could have killed a couple more characters, I would have...
yeah, you pretty much you maxed out engage, you've maxed out... well, no, you could have got 50.
Yeah.
Marginally, but... I'm pretty sure you're going to take it.
Yeah.
24 is pretty decent.
Yeah. 24 points plus my 5 from the previous turn. I'm on 29 to Kyle's zeros, but he is about to make up 5, so, you know. Every cloud, silver lining, and the ultimate comeback is probably on. So, stick around, guys. Keep watching. We will see you in Sisters of Battle.
Turn 2, scoring 5 for the objective 2 here. Not a lot has moved because I don't have a lot left. Hopefully I can bag some secondary points with these heroes, killing some of these characters and maybe sweeping off some of these objectives. But he's anchored down very, very firmly on these objectives here, which is not good for me at all. I have put the rerolls onto the Paragon Warsuit from Vahl, and the auras are still in effect around here. Not much else to really say. Just getting into the shooting phase. I'm going to do the small arms fire off camera. So I'm going to do the guy shooting in here, into probably the Broodlord, the Canoness into the Broodlord as well. I'm going to recap anything that we think might be potentially juicy. These Exorcists have to bring the rear game. They have performed under par so far. So if they can clink off maybe one of the Hive Tyrants or Swarm Lords, they're not going in the bin. If they do well, they are staying. So we're back in the more important shooting phase. Get your shots, peeps.
So the Paragon Warsuit is firing its stone bolters into the Hormagaunts, correct?
Yeah.
And the heavy bolter into the Hive Guard. So
Stone bolts first. So 8. Rerolling, basically. That's pretty good for me. Wow. Could just take this in. There's no ones.
And now you're going to roll
1s
and 2s.
Oh, absolutely.
3 swings.
You jinxed me. Black eye you, I swear. Luckily, I get to re-roll.
No!
I still get... wow, one more.
4. 4, technically because I'm behind cover, I get a 5 up save. Mm-hmm. So come on, baby. Heavy bolter into the Hive Guard now. Oh, yeah, Hive Guard. Skadoosh. Oh, 1 miss.
Talking hit on 2s.
Yeah.
4s.
Yes. Reroll. So it's a 3 up save. Mm-hmm. because of its enhanced resistance. It is fine. I'll let you have a little thinky dink, because you were expecting most of these to die, but they have stayed strong because the hive mind wants it so. Auntie Val is taking Phyllis out, and she's going to go and take her to the bingo, which is also known as the Hive Guard. So, hitting on 2s. Bring it on 3s, it's from 6.
Yes.
Oh, Phyllis. Oh, and then, do I get a reroll?
No, I did. It's in combat. She gets
So,
3 ups.
yeah. And he is okay.
Right, so then I'll do the
Big
heavy
rocket.
missiles into them, into your trumpets. Yep. 4s this time. For 1.
It's 5 up save, I believe. -2. Nope, goes through. D6 damage.
For 3.
3. Cool. I will get a special dice for our little friend, Mr. Tyranids. Exorcist now. Heavy bolters going into the warriors. There we go.
All hit. Start. Freeze. 2.
Uh-oh. 1 dead. Big missiles now going into Swarmlord. Here we go.
So for 3, 7. Freeze. Not. And then freeze. For 3. 3, 3, and 3.
I'll quickly grab my dice. And I need 4s here. Oh dear. I failed 2. He could die.
Annoyingly, no miracles on 6s here.
7. He's down to 2 wounds remaining.
I'll burn CP.
You sure? You've got the other guy.
No, I'll burn CP. I will burn CP.
Exis 2 now shooting everything into Swarmlord, starting with the heavy bolters. Both of them, yeah.
I think this kills him now.
Yeah. Requiring 4s again.
Yeah.
It's enough to kill him. Does he death throws? He does not. Oh dear. Desperate times call for desperate measures. The Exorcist is charging these 2 lone genestealers, needing a 7. The Canoness is going into the Broodlord, needing, well, basically in. And then the suits.
Yeah, so the Paragon suits to help Jimmy out needs a 5 to, well, no. Yeah, 5 in to get into here. And then big old bossy lady here needs an 8 to charge that. Jimmy has no CP, so no overwatching, so I think I should take my advantages now. He'll rack up some points for killing some of the characters. Might be less of a devastating victory for Jimmy.
Yep.
But I still have enough on the board to potentially do damage. You know, these can wipe out units, as you've seen with Swarmlord. We'll see. We'll see. So I'll start with the best one, the most important, the Exorcist into the Genestealers, needing a 7, didn't we?
He's in on an 8.
Cool. And then Canoness, can't really fail it, but
Yeah,
7. Just to say it's working out where I want to go with. Paragon Warsuit, needing a 5.
Yeah, 4. Oh, do you burn? How many CP you got left?
About 4 or something.
Okay, well you could burn it, or you could just leave him sat there.
I'll burn it.
Ooh.
For 6.
Ah, damn it. I saw the 1 and got excited.
Yeah. And then Val, obviously, I just have to take this one. I need an 8.
10.
Totally gets
Do you know what? It's your turn to charge, which you always seem to get off, no matter what it is.
Let me have a small piece of humble pie.
No.
When you, especially these little... Ah! Anyway, let's do this. Sisters!
Anti-Val into the Tron effects now. Here we go.
So it's lunging strike, so it's the big old power blow. 2s required. All hit. 4s to wound. So you get a mortal wound, so you're down to 10 already. I get to reroll these. So you're down to 10, and then you've got 6 ups needed.
How many? 4.
4, so you need to pass.
All of them. Yeah. Pass one of them, failed 3, that's 9 damage, is it not?
Yeah, so you are on 1 wound.
Paragon Warsuits now, attacking the Hormagaunts.
Right, so 4 base, +1 because it's got its blade, and then +1 because of Bloody Rose. So 3's rerolling. Of course. 3, and then 2's rerolling. 4 dead.
Cool. Canoness now into the Warlord.
Yeah, looking for 2's. Good job, it's 2's. No rerolls there, unfortunately. 4's, did I say? Yeah.
Yes.
Lucky you, just the 1.
Just the 1. Requiring a 5 or a 6. Nope. I rolled a 5 just off camera. So, the Broodlord is fine.
So, after the Canoness failed to do anything against Broodlord, a little bit of a blow to me. The Exorcist also didn't do anything to the genestealers. So, a bit of a mixed bag. So now Jimmy gets to attack back. He's going for, obviously, his genestealers first, because then I'll attack my sisters if there's anything left. Don't think so, but we shall see.
So, hit on 2s. And then wounding you on 3s, and 6s go AP -4. Jeez, man.
Ouch. Looking for 4s. 2 dead. 1 is still alive. All attacks have been dealt. So the genestealers have taken 2 wounds off the Exorcist, knock it down to 7. The Broodlord has wounded the Canoness twice. Her relic is in the description below because I cannot remember off the top of my head. Basically knocks the damage down to 1. So if it's damage 6, it's down to 1, which is lovely, which is quite a nice little buff, which has definitely saved her ass that turn. Flipping over here, the Gaunts have done nothing against the Paragon Warsuit. And I don't know if we filmed off camera, but I'll mention anyway. Killing 2, leaving just the superior to fight another day. Mixed bag across the board. Some good rolls from me and good rolls from Jimmy. I am going to use the Warlord's ability so I can double tap attacks once per game. Feeling like getting rid of this Tranifex is probably going to be more important, especially when it's auto hitting with his Flamer. And then she can move on to bigger and better things. Swarm Lord would have been a formidable opponent, but I'm looking at you, Hive Tyrant. I'm looking at you.
We expected this Tyrannifex to be dead. She caused 3 wounds. I needed 6s. This is my role. Why did I miss this on camera? Damn it! We'll come back to a very angry Mr. Kyle's turn 2 wrap up.
11 scored that turn. Really not much else to say. Killing Swarmlord, bad me the 6, 5 for the primary. I clearly am destined to not roll hot, so moving on to Tyranids turn 3.
Tyranids turn 3 movement and psychic phase. Movement, I didn't really move a right lot. There's a reason why she's laid down, and we'll tell you in a moment. The only thing I moved was this guy over here to be in range of charging this Exorcist. And then psychic phase, I put a smite into here, doing 1 wound, and then I put a smite into the Canoness, killing her. Mr. Kyle, what did you use?
Divine Intervention. So for 2 CP, you burn 1 to 3 miracle dice, and she basically gets back after the end of the phase. So it would be psychic phase, she's back up. With the 3 wounds that I've obviously burned.
Cool. So technically that has released my Broodlord from combat. Moving over to the shooting phase, we will fire the spunk gun into into Anti-Vahl. We'll cover her in spunk. And then the venom doodah. I might put that into the Canoness when she gets back up in my shooting phase. We will have a little think. We're back in a moment.
Stinger salvos went into the Warlord. Managed to do nothing. Next up, the acid spray.
Yep, so 2d6 for 8. And then you might be strength 5 now. Let me just double check it.
Okie dokie.
Yes, it is strength 4. So wounding her on 5.
You mean strength 5 wounded on 4s?
That's the one. 3 at -1. So it'll be a 3 up save, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
6, but then she gets all this half malarkey. So 6 wounds, and now take probably 9 of them off.
So it's half, so she loses 3.
Hang on, it'll be...
No, you're right. So that goes to 2.
Yeah.
The other one goes to 2, so 4 wounds off.
Second round of spunk going on to old Anti-Vahl. She's a mucky swine at the bingo. 6 this time. Winding it on 4s. Oh, well. She's clearly not that dirty.
The Warlord into the semi-Warlord.
So, hit on 3s. All of them. Winding on 2s. 4. 4 at -1. She'd have a 3 up save, wouldn't she?
Guess so. So she is.
Dead.
I'll come on a roll. No. So charges Broodlord into this Exorcist, and then the Hive Tyrant into this one here. Pretty much can't fail that one, so let's roll regardless. Just for a 7, totally fine.
It's going to fly out very easily. And then the Broodlord into that Exorcist. 4. Yeah, I think that's just in, because you made sure you were 3 inches out.
Yeah, that's totally right. So 4 would be totally fine. Brilliant. They are both in. Starting off with the Broodlord himself into the Exorcist.
Yeah, here we go. 5s. 1 at minus... Oh, it's -6, so it's your invo.
Nope. Is it flat 3?
I think you might be right. Yeah, we'll double check, but if not, that is the roll there. No, it's a 3.
Hive Tyrant into the Exorcist now, seeing if he can destroy this Exorcist.
Hit on 2s. All of them.
Good start.
5s and 6s. 2. -3 each, so it'll be your 6 ups.
Nope.
And then it's flat 3 damage.
It's blown up. Does it explode?
So it kills all genestealers.
Nope.
Anti-Vahl is going to finally slay this Tyrannofex. There's no way I'm rolling 3 6s again. Five 6s required. Does he explode? No. So, Tyranids, turn 3. End of the combat phase. Over here, as you can see, Vahl killed the Tyrannofex. This wiped out 5 of the Hormagaunts and the other one ran away in the morale phase. This guy is just within 3 inches scoring made that objective. Over here, the genestealers hit 15 times, wounded 15 times, and Mr. Kyle just literally took her off because there was so many 6s in there, she would have died anyway. And this blew up, but I can't remember if we got that on camera. I think we might have done. We did not?
I can't remember.
Neither can I. Either way, 24 was scored in this turn once again, taking my total up to 43 to Mr. Kyle's 11. About
43.
Is it 43? I can't do maths. I've got.
You got 24.
I've had 29. First turn was 5.
Yeah.
Then 29.
No, 24.
24, but add 5 is 29.
Yeah.
And then add 4 to the. Is it 53?
You scored 24 this turn.
I have scored 24 this turn.
24 and 29 is not 43. You said 43.
53 then.
Maybe, but not 43.
Just like you, it is probably one of the hottest days once again. Both of us, scrambled eggs, like £1 fish. So with that, I'm now on 53. Yay! So 53 to 11, Mr. Kyle. I still feel like the comeback's on with Granny Vahl. Anti-Vahl, damn it. Granny Vahl is rest in peace.
After having a little think off camera, the odds are really stacked against me. With the dice rolls from my behalf and the amazing dice rolls at some points with Jimmy, especially with his damage output, there's very little I can do with, especially with 2 models there, 3, and then the 5 man there. Primaries alone are going to kill it for me. So with regard to secondaries, if I kept continuing, the smart play from a competitive point of view would keep his Warlord way away from mine. So I would literally not be able to score my secondaries. And by the time I would get into the corner and hold the shrine, it literally would be game, set and match anyway. If the last round of fighting would have helped me, especially if she killed it with a second wave, I think that was literally the nail in the coffin. I have been uphill battle pretty much from the start, trying my best not to blow my stack, but there's no point continuing knowing full well Jimmy is going to keep racking them points up. The gods of the dice world have not been kind, and I'm very sad. But very good effort on Jimmy's part. Plenty of good moves indeed. I'm still frustrated with this conga line here, but hey ho. Anyway, we'll go on to the wrap up of the game, and we'll see you guys there.
So there we go. That is it. The Tyranids and the Hive Mind was victorious against the 9th edition Codex as well, which is kind of a bit mad. But we do have to take into the fact that your rolling was pretty abysmal in this one.
Yeah, jeez. Every time I got a glimmer of hope, it just crushed me even more. And it's with regards to like a sweatbox in here, and I'm hungry, and I just wanted average rolling. That's all I wanted. Do you know what? Even you average rolling, you were exceptionally lucky with your 6s when you needed them. You were like bonkers. It were like, unfortunately, some of it were off camera, and really kind of wish it were on camera, but when it mattered for you.
Yeah.
And that's why you completely stole it. I couldn't. Do you know, your turn 1 did a lot more than I thought. The smite.
Yeah, smiting 8 wounds off of the Rhino. Plus, you actually denied the psychic scream, otherwise it probably would have died.
Yeah.
Plus having Kraken, being able to bomb up the board, get into combat.
Yeah.
This was kind of, I wouldn't say it was like a full meta list, but it was like, I'd say this would be a semi-competitive list at a tournament. Easy.
Yeah, and mine definitely wasn't.
No.
100%. you know, we're growing the sisters list because as much as I'm really frustrated today, I do really like them. Jimmy came up with the paint scheme and I've kind of followed it with some of the new additions and I really do like it too. So it's just one of them things where we need to expand and develop it. Do we want to be a meta list channel? Not anytime soon. Maybe when we get massive amount of points of things. But
yeah, once we've got the variety.
you know, a lot of you guys love seeing stuff that you don't normally see online because it's all about genestealers.
Yeah.
But you see the other side of the nids that you don't really generally get some loving, and they do alright because we don't play. It's a rounded list, give or take, to a rounded list, so it generally works out. Yeah, Nids charging turn 1, well, it's obviously always going to be a painful hit. But with sisters, we have the Repentia. I'm in the middle of doing that. It's literally the project I'm on right now, so they'll be in the next one for sure. You know, more transporters are definitely, again, pending. Still, it's built, half painted, so again, next one, you'll see them. And then maybe we can start to build it into a bit more of a competitive, you know, maybe get some more war suits, because they are really good. And they're a threat, in my opinion. You know, both turns, you verse sisters, you have gone against them, you know, you have to deal with them, because they have really solid units. This list, because it's a very mixed list, with dibbles of everything, trialing it out. A lot of it though is across the board like power sword related, so it's a lot of AP heavy, quite low damage. The issue is your army was very invulnerable heavy.
Yeah.
It's bonkers how genestealers survive. Like even you said off camera, like 5 up invulnerable save goes so far, but
out of 30, 7 of them survived by the turn 3-4.
And it wasn't even a case that they were sort of chilling and hidden away. It was literally in the face of some of the stuff, and I just couldn't do anything really with them. I think the match point, the way that it kind of like completely crumbled for me is literally that Conga line of genestealers. I think if
well, as the ruling is, you have to be at least an inch away from an enemy model,
yeah.
which we were, so it's technically you were able to do.
I think it's just from a learning curve from me and potentially for you, and you know, for learning in general. If I had my mortifier literally half an inch to an inch to the right from my side of the map, obviously left from Jimmy's, you wouldn't have been able to do that. You wouldn't have been able to get into the squishy sisters with your genestealers. You'd have had to focus on that first, and then I maybe had a counter attack, which who knows what would happen. But I think that was really it. Like when I got all the charges off with obviously my war suits and my warlord and all that, and if it panned out well, I really would have been back into it. But at the time, it's frustrating and you want to win, and I certainly did with the sisters because I love them to pieces. But just, yeah, I think in the future, I think we need to everyone using sisters, is kind of go with a kind of really set, heavy theme. I don't really want to go meta, but against a list like this, you probably have to.
Yeah, maybe, or at least enough to hold you up.
Oh, roll average.
But at the same time, you did kill the majority of my army off bad rolling, which just goes to show you that if you're average rolling or above average rolling, then the system can be nasty. So
yeah, I think again there's a lot of toys in 9th edition Codex compared to 8th in a more versatile way, and sisters are definitely a versatile army. So again, apologies if there's strats I could have done, but in the heat of the moment when you are under pressure, sweating buckets and stressed because everything's going not your way, you drop your game, and there's probably stuff I could have potentially done. But like you said, it just shows like if I rolled average or well, probably would have maybe flipped it. I mean, our nids in our little meta going on are phenomenally good at holding objectives. Yeah. They win it every time by holding down at the back of the force, and you've got a front wave going forward. I know that's very nids anyway, so it's not more special, but it works every single time. I just hope 9th edition's nice to them.
I just hope it makes them more deadlier, as daft as it sounds.
Well, look at everything else. Orcs get toughness 5, Death Guard get everything. Marines, well, let's not talk about Marines because they get all the new toys. So
unless you're Chaos. The burn.
I think that's even worse than me losing so badly. They'll get their time.
Probably.
Please. Since I really want to get Bellacar and all that out, but he's going to get boxed for...
But yeah, I think somehow I managed to ramble on about a game which was very nid heavy in the sense of just powerful. Like, I definitely did not play at all a bad game today, and I don't think anybody can say that.
No. I totally agree. I think the conga line was fantastic play from you. To be honest, splitting your force was a very good play. You know, it can be really dangerous, but
it worked out this time.
Do you know, you would happily say this sort of area down here was really, could have been absolutely spanked. Luckily didn't, and it just...
All in 5s and 6s on Hormigaunt saves.
Bonkers in it. But, yeah, takeaway, it's not all about my bad luck, it's all about you doing a very good game indeed. Looks like Nids, once again, another win under the belt. Yeah. Pushing our average even further higher. I think with our little list of how wins to losses, I think they're on par with Death Guard. Definitely top 2 lists. So imagine 9th edition on top. It's probably going to be even more bonkers.
Probably. So yeah, I think we'll just wrap it up there.
Yes.
Check out our sponsors at ELYSIUM Wargames. We have the giveaway going, so please put your favourite wargaming stories down in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you've made it this far. And if you have, put 89 down in the comments so we know you made it this far. Don't think there's anything else left to say other than thank you for watching, and we will see you again in the next one.
Cheerio.
Goodbye, guys.
You moved, advanced, all the good stuff.
Thank you, Mr. Cow.
No.
So, 18 wounds done, if you'd like to roll. Getting sick of these fucking sirens today, man. Fuck off, sirens!
So, I'm going to flip the table.